All right, y'all. So I watched Fear Street Prom Queen early this morning, 4 a.m. to be exact, down to the second, actually, because that's how I planned it. I remember back when we were all watching the X-Men revival episodes and around 4 a.m. ish, because I remember I'd watch it right before work. I'd check on Netflix to see if the episode dropped, and it dropped around 4 a.m. So I figure I'm gonna check 4 a.m. for this movie because I want to see it the second it dropped, and it dropped around 4 a.m. I saw it. It was freaking great. I got no complaints about that movie. But let me set the tone. Uh, the movie takes a lot of elements from a lot of movies, a lot of other movies. Nightmare on Elm Street, it got some vibes from that. Scream 6, it got some vibes from that too. Uh, the remake Prom Night with Brittany Snow, it got vibes from that. And of course, Prom Night 1980 with Jamie Lee Curtis, it definitely got vibes from that movie. So it took a lot of elements from other movies to make this movie. So yeah. Um it definitely feels 80s ish. Is people got the big hair, it's prom night, people doing their hair up, kinda like Sarah Connor in Terminator 1. Everybody's got big hair. So it is definitely 80s. Uh you can also tell because people are in the theaters watching Phantasm. Good movie, by the way. Phantasm. You got other people with their idols posters. Well, Billy Idol, but that guy's famous in every decade, so that doesn't count. You got people with posters of a young Johnny Depp, like Nightmare on Elm Street 1 Johnny Depp, that young. And Prince is still very, very, very popular. So yeah, it's around the 80s. It's definitely around the 80s. As for the characters, I'll set the stage for that. We got the school's mean girl, Tiffany Falconer. She is leader of her group. They are, I don't know if it's self-proclaimed or people just know them as that. They're called the Wolf Pack. And Tiffany Falconer is a leader of that. We got the local weed dealer. She is the school rebel and she deals weed. Her name is, she's played by Ariana Greenblatt. Her name is Christy Renault. And we got our main character, Lori Granger. You'll find out her name is cursed, but you'll have to watch the movie to find out why it's cursed. And she has a best friend, Megan Rogers. Megan Rogers. Now that was my favorite character in the movie. Megan Rogers is really a ride or die best friend. I mean, she took her best friend to prom. Okay, so she with it. Megan Rogers is with it. She is a horror nerd. She loves horror movies. She got a lot of movie posters of other horror movies on her wall. She plays practical jokes with a horror theme to it to freak out people. It's very funny. She chopped her hand off, but it was like a fake hand during one of the one of the school classes. It was very funny, but she's my favorite character in the movie. Then we have the school's history teacher, played by Oz. Oh man, it's great to see Oz every time. Chris Klein. Chris Klein. I mean, the school VP, played by Lily Taylor, Miss Mystic Pizza. I mean, I was so hyped to see Lily Taylor. Okay, I was the most hyped to see Lily Taylor when I saw the cast, but then they said Chris Klein was going to be in the movie, and I was like, yes. It's good, but yeah. Then you got the school weirdo. We all have one. Heck, I myself is one of them. You got school weirdo. Everybody talks about this kid named Devlin. He's kind of stares off into space a lot, says creepy stuff whenever you talk to him. You also got the school janitor. Oh my goodness, this guy's gross. Stares at the girls at the school. It's gross. The guy's super creepy. But yeah, this takes place 1988. They say that what happened in this movie is worse than what happened in 78. By the way, it's not nearly as worse. It's freaking bad what happened in this movie. It's not nearly as worse though. Not nearly. What happened at Camp Nightwing? Crazy. If you watch the Fear Street trilogy, you know that this now takes place 10 years before, 10 years after part 2, 1978. So in the Fear Street trilogy that happened before this movie, Prom Queen, the Fear Street trilogy, this takes place 10 years after part 2. So yeah, if this takes place 10 years after part 2, trust me when I say people take axe murderers very freaking seriously, okay? They take axe murderers literally. Like literally people with axes trying to hack down people. Because after the Camp Nightwing killer, Tommy Slater, no, it's crazy in Shady Side. It's crazy. But yeah, they're gearing up for prom night. This takes place in the span of like, what, 3 days? 3 days maybe? Maybe not even that. Oz is teaching a class. Megan's being disruptive, cutting off her hand, freaking everybody out, except for our main character, Lori, but she thinks it's funny. The school mean girl, leader of the wolf pack, she's trying to get into Lori's head, saying you're never going to win prom. That's for me. So, skip 2 on prom night, they're trying to make their respective person win. So, how do you make that happen? How do you make that happen? I mean, if you're thinking the movie Carrie, take it a little bit higher. If you want your respective person, if the nerds and the loners and the weird people in school want to stick it to the upper crust, how do we get our person to win prom queen? Just to stick it to them. And on the other side, if you're popular and you want the loners and all those nerds and all these other people, if you want to teach them, for them to learn their place, and becoming prom queen is the way to go, how do you make sure that your pick is prom queen? I mean, how do you just absolutely make sure your pick is the only logical option? Yeah, and that's how you get the movie. So it's prom night. Everybody's dancing, everybody's drinking. Of course, somebody got to spike the punch. Oz doesn't care. He takes a swig himself. VP's around making sure everybody has a distance where the Holy Spirit can at least be between you. Lily Taylor wants to keep it clean. So while everybody's dancing, we're all campaigning for our respective persons to win. The school mean girl, leader of the wolf pack, tries to one last time to get into Lori's head. She tells her, you know what your problem is? You're a Granger. And that's Well, if you are a big fan of the R.L. Stein books, that's like the equivalent of being a Fear. Like if your last name is Fear, that's like almost the equivalent of that. So the Granger name is cursed, but she tells the main character why it's cursed. The thing is, Lori Granger's mother, Rosemary, Rosemary is from Shady Side. So she has to know her place. Bad things happen at Shady Side. That's just how it is. Sunnyvale is perfect. Shady Side is trash. But Rosemary don't care about that. She likes a kid from Sunnyvale. And she tries to cross that line and bad things happen. Cut 2, Rosemary is pregnant. Literally right there, Rosemary's baby. So you can see some bad things are going to happen. I'm not going to tell you the details of what happened. You're going to have to watch the movie. But Rosemary actually had a baby, Rosemary's baby, and bad things happen from there on out. And now the Granger name is cursed, but this is Shady Side, so the past has a way of repeating itself in very, very freaking violent fashion. And that's what happened on this prom night, cut to this movie, Prom Queen. So that's what happened on prom night, in the midst of campaigning for their prospective persons. Folks start to get offed. Folks start to get offed left and right in varied fashion too, okay? I'm gonna say that. The kills in this movie are very varied. They say some of them are real creative and gruesome, and the effects, they look professional for a Netflix movie. It doesn't really look fake. It's not like you can tell that they made a wax double or anything like that. But yeah, it looks professionally done. So I love the kills in the movie. That was great. But people are getting off left and right, and we gotta figure out who's doing it. Who's killing off all the choices? Who's killing off all the choices? The weed dealer? Horror con? Creepy janitor? Creepy loner? Popular chick? Past student? Present teacher? A parent? Who knows? Who knows who did it? You got to figure that out yourself. I mean, people getting off left and right, so you better figure it out real fast before you're next. That's pretty much the movie. Cut to the end of the movie, the killer tries to make it a whole family affair thing, and it's up to the main character of the movie to get out alive. How you gonna do it? And that's pretty much Fear Street Prom Queen. This movie, I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Whoever is doing the Fear Street movies now, right now, they doing an amazing job. They doing an amazing job. I hope this makes R.L. Stein happy. I really do. I hope it makes him happy. I hope he's pleased with all this. They're doing good. The tone of the movie is kind of funny because one of the songs that was played in the movie is Teenage Confession by Ted Embry, but as soon as I hear Ted Embry, I'm thinking Ethan Embry, and that's kind of how the tone of the movie, well, not the tone, but the feel of the movie gives off. Like the 80s feel, it kind of gave off the Can't Hardly Wait feel with Ethan Embry in it. Oh man, I love that movie. That's kind of how I was feeling about this movie. How when you're watching Can't Hardly Wait, you're thinking to yourself, man, this is definitely a back in the day movie. I love it, but it's definitely a back in the day movie. That's how this movie feels. Like, it feels like Can't Hardly Wait. The pace of the movie, excellent. Perfectly placed action all the way through. We got a good timeline. Nothing feels rushed. We get all the information in its respective time. Ain't no plot holes. I love it. Everything's connected. You even connect to the original trilogy. So yeah, everything is connected. Is perfectly mapped out. The action in the movie, excellent. It's a prom night movie. I mean, I'm not expecting it to be like freaking, Freddy versus Jason or nothing, but as far as a prom night movie goes, you watch the remake, you watch the one from back in the day, this fits in perfectly well with it. This did a good job. The characters of the movie, they so great. I love the characters. Of course, my favorite being Megan Rogers, the horror con girl. She's a real ride or die friend. I mean, everybody should have a friend like that. Having Chris Klein in the movie, always happy to see Oz in the movie. Always happy to see Chris Klein. Always happy to see Miss Mystic Pizza, Lily Taylor. I loved her character. The Everybody needs to be on their best behavior, and I'm gonna micromanage everything and make sure everything is good, everything is perfect for prom. That she played her character very well. The creepy janitor, man, it takes guts to play that because he played his role a little too well. I mean, he was staring down those girls. It was gross. uh, Devlin, he played his role well as the creepy loner kid. The leader of the wolf pack, Tiffany Falconer, she played her role well. She played the I am head of this school, but it's like a little a thinly managed position. Because if you just chip at her a little bit, she starts to break mentally. I mean, she's head of the school, but it's not with an iron fist. She's a mean girl. It's just we've seen worse. Yeah, the main character, uh, girl with a past, cursed family name. Now she's just trying to keep her head down, make sure she just makes it out alive, makes it out of high school alive, get through this prom. Maybe. Can I win prom queen? I don't know. Let me at least try to make a name for myself before I get out of here. She plays that role pretty well. Everybody played their role well. Everybody did. The music, it was excellent. It was hit after hit after hit. Great song selection that they had. It was great song selection at the prom. The DJ was on it. He wasn't allowed to play any Prince or nothing, but the DJ was on it. Some of the songs were like perfectly well to set the tone of the scenes, and some of the songs like describe the scenes in the movie. There's a Teenage Confession by Ted Embry. We got You Got Another Thing Coming, I think by Judas Priest. We got Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. That's a very popular one. What else? We got White Wedding by Billy Idol. That played real early. You Got Another Thing Coming by Judas Priest. I Think We're Alone Now. I mean, is that not dead on? I mean, is that not dead on for the movie? We got at the end, Vengeance by Power Glove. I mean, it was perfectly placed. For a horror movie, what happened right before they played Vengeance by Power Glove? Yeah. The music was on point. Okay, they did a good job. Never Gonna Give You Up. That was a great one. Hungry Like the Wolf. I was pretty excited. That pretty much. I mean, you watching now. 80s or 90s movie when Hungry Like the Wolf is playing and everybody is excited to hear it. But yeah, point is, the music was perfect. Action was perfect. The pacing was top notch. The kills were great for a prom night movie and for a Netflix movie. Yeah, everything was perfect. I really do have no complaints about this movie. I can't even say, oh, for a Netflix movie. No, for a prom night movie, period, it was perfect. I got no complaints. The movie is a straight up 10 out of 10 for me. They are doing very well with these Fear Street movies. I really, really badly want them to continue this. To continue this Fear Street stuff in the R.L. Stein books, period. But yeah, 10 out of 10 for me. Good job, Fear Street Prom Queen.